Talk about a coincidence. This is like a trillion to one. So the story is this girl to my top right hand corner, Laura Buxton, was 10 years of age and she lived in Staffordshire in England. And she was messing around in the back garden with a balloon and she wrote a little note saying, this is Laura Buxton, this is my address and this is my number. If you get this, please return a message back to me. And she put it in the balloon, blew it up, and it flew away. And 7 days later, a farmer all the way in Wiltshire, 140 miles away, found the balloon, opened it obviously because he's seen a little note inside and it was like, Laura Buxton, this is my number, this is my address, right? But he was confused because his neighbour's daughter, who was also 10 years of age, was called Laura Buxton. So he's like, what the hell? She must have been messing around or something. So the farmer knocks into his neighbour's house and tells the neighbour, listen, has Laura been messing around with a balloon and stuff because this is a message in this balloon? And she's like, what? So the parents are also intrigued and they actually contact Laura Buxton all the way in Staffordshire. And obviously Laura's parents in Staffordshire answer the phone. And she's like, hi, we're after finding a balloon with your daughter's name on it and address and this phone number. And then the parents like, oh, I don't know, I think, hold on, let me check this out. And obviously they confirmed that the daughter did send the balloon a week prior. But here's where it gets crazy. The parents are like, yeah, do you know, this is really weird, but my daughter's name is also Laura Buxton. And they're like, what? And like, yeah, and then she's also 10. And Steve's like, what, 10? Our daughter's 10. So because the coincidence were so crazy and the story was so bizarre, the parents decided to let the girls meet up. And here's where it gets even crazier. The coincidences don't stop. So when the girls met up, right, they didn't plan this. The two girls both arrived, right, both 10 years of age. And what they were dressed in was a pink top and blue jeans. The two of them, right? Doesn't stop there. The two girls were the exact same height, same eye colour, and they wore their hair in pigtails. And finally, the information just keeps getting weirder and weirder. The two girls both had a golden retriever pet dog, a guinea pig, and what else is they? There was something else, a pet rabbit. They both had them three pets in common and they were both in the same year in class. I mean, what the hell? Like, what are the odds of that happening? One girl called Laura Buxton, let's go with a balloon, alright? And 7 days later, 140 miles later, that balloon makes its way into another Laura Buxton who's 10 years of age. I mean, how do you explain that? The odds, I think, are even more than a trillion to one. Them odds are crazy for that to happen. Now, if you're someone like me, I believe in everything happens for a reason. But if you don't believe in that stuff, it's still a mind-blowing coincidence. Wow.